Alright, here we are. I'm here with Batman in his Batman t-shirt and his jeans and his bald head looking like the Penguin.
What the fuck are you doing?
Hey, if you want to look like the Penguin wore a tuxedo. You have a tuxedo?
Why are you talking like you're a redneck? Or your really bad impression of a redneck, I should say.
Goddamn kid, you gotta be dressed up like somebody. Gotta dress up like Colonel Rob Parker. He used to manage me. Remember that?
Okay, of all the impressions you do, that one might be the worst.
Oh yes, I absolutely agree.
Walked right into that fucking shit, didn't I?
It's a good fucking podcast.
Hey, Alex.
Goddamn, pal, this is good fucking shit. Live from Saudi Arabia, it's Off the Chest of Timothy Regal.
We never do that again. We are not in Saudi Arabia.
Are you ready for a podcast?
Would you stop? Seriously, would you stop, please? You've already annoyed all of our listeners.
Good.
Half of them have already turned the
Fuck
podcast
them.
off.
Send me your money, bitches.
You got Halloween candy left. I ran out.
Yeah, we went and got more.
Oh, you went?
Because we were giving out fists full.
You live. The great thing for you is you live literally. I can throw a stone and hit a highway.
Don't tell people where I live. I've never been to Hy-Vee before in my life.
I do not live near a grocery store, and with about a half hour before.
What was that?
The wind. I don't think you have the door closed all the way. With about a half hour left to go in trick-or-treating, I ran out of candy. Even though there was literally snow on the ground. This literally proved to me that kids will do anything for free chocolate.
So will you.
I mean, I'm here eating yours right now, so.
Yeah, stealing my food.
So I stole a piece of your Halloween candy. No,
A piece? There's 5 fucking wrappers over there.
There's 2. Now, thankfully, we are not in Saudi Arabia, Alex. Of all the places in the world to be stuck, that is probably one of the last that I would pick. I feel so bad for I guess they put them up in very nice hotel rooms and everything, but obviously, I mean, we can make all the jokes we want. First of all, did you watch Crown Jewel?
No.
As you're reading your mail?
No.
Completely disinterested in this podcast in any way, shape, or form.
What the fuck?
Alex got a bill from me for how awesome I am and how much of a great presence I am in his life. I did watch Crown Jewel. Of all these Saudi Arabian shows they've done, this one was honestly the best one. The crowd was actually the thing about this show that made it was the crowd. The crowd was super into this show, and you know, and obviously there's a lot of discourse and everything about the WWE being in Saudi Arabia and taking a massive contract and all that from a government that is not the best. And yeah, I'm not going to deny that. But this crowd was super into this show, and you got to remember, folks, just like in this country where, you know, people don't necessarily agree with what our leaders are doing, there are a lot of people in countries like that that probably don't agree with what their government is doing. A lot of kids that don't have anything to do with that. And these kids, especially like I said, when they would show the kids in the crowd, these kids were beaming from ear to ear. And they loved everything. Dude, Roman Reigns got the pop that Vince McMahon always dreams he will get. They were into everything. I mean, the Mansoor...
Break his neck.
What?
Keep going.
The Mansoors will randomly break his neck. What the fuck are you doing?
Watching wrestling.
Dean Malenko is not going to break someone's neck.
Why not?
Maybe their leg. But the whole show, I actually enjoyed the show for the most part. The Mansoor Cesaro match, especially, the crowd made this match because they were into everything, and then the fact Cesaro is so great. I mean, probably one of the most underrated wrestlers in the entire business, and he took a kid that is decent but really green still, and basically carried him to a damn near 4-star match.
Do you think he could carry you to a 4-star match?
No.
Do you think he could carry you?
Probably, yes.
Yeah?
That's the scary thing. Have you ever seen videos of him working out?
No.
Yes. Cesaro could probably deadlift me.
Well, I know who we're going to call when you're dead to deadlift you.
Cesaro? You're going to call Cesaro?
Yeah.
No, but it's just, it goes to show how great Cesaro is that he carried this kid through this match, and the crowd was into everything they did. If you watch one match from that show, go out of your way to watch that. I thought the Tyson Fury and Braun match was honestly better than I expected it to be. They went 8 minutes. I think they could have cut maybe a couple minutes off of it, and it would have been better. I don't necessarily like the count-out finish, but obviously you're not gonna. Tyson Fury's not gonna lose clean, and you're not gonna have, you're not gonna put Braun under. So essentially, they said that Fury won it because he hit Strowman and knocked Strowman loopy, and Strowman didn't make the 10 count. The Cain Velasquez and Brock Lesnar match.
They went 88 seconds. Is that what I read?
Yeah. Essentially, they did a worked MMA match.
Okay.
And basically Cain comes in and it looks like Cain's got him down, and then Brock catches him with the Kimura and submits him. And then helps.
So when is Hollywood Brock Lesnar going to AEW to get all of his wins back, or is he just going to do it in WWE? He's getting all of his UFC losses back in WWE.
and that's obviously the undercurrent of this, is that Brock essentially got his win back over Cain Velasquez. I don't think this is the last we've seen of Cain. I think they're going to build something up here.
Yeah.
Obviously they're building.
I think we're going to see Cain tonight.
Well, not that Cain. The Demon Cain is going to show up in the Demon Cain is going to show up in Dubuque.
Stranger things have happened.
I mean, we do have someone evil that's going to be there tonight.
That's right.
We're recording on Saturday, folks, before the show, so you will not hear us talk about the Harvest 2.
I cannot believe what happened.
I mean, dude,
it
was crazy.
That match between the guy and the other guy, those two just left it all in the ring.
Can you believe the ass whooping that Rain Victoria and Heather Reckless put on Blake Riley and Sabotage?
Sabotage.
I mean, I can say that because I'm pretty sure that's going to happen.
It may have happened. But what I can't believe is that for all this time we realized that Dante Leon was wearing a prosthetic mask and is actually Sting?
What the fuck?
Incredible. That was my reaction. Amazing. And then we found out that Merrick Brave is the illegitimate father of Brance Wiley.
Blake Wiley. And none of that is true. You're gonna get heat for that one.
Why?
Just cause
nobody listens to our podcast.
That's true. Chris Angle is listening to this podcast.
I know, he's the only one.
Zach is listening to this podcast.
Really?
Matt Ritter is listening to this podcast.
Oh, sorry.
Donnie's listening to this podcast.
Who's Donnie?
Donnie Inman that used to come to our shows. You may not know Donnie. But
there's no Donnie. You fucking made Donnie up.
I think I just listed every listener we have. So
that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man.
Hey, Mike Malice listens to the show occasionally.
What? He does not.
Yes, he does.
He just said that to fucking trick the other Alex McCarthy.
No.
Alex McCarthy 2, as I like to call him.
But so back to the Crown Jewel thing. The main event was way better than the Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
And I will say this. I would have probably enjoyed this match if it wasn't for the fucking red light. God damn it.
They got Mansour booking again?
Get rid of... Yeah, the red light on. Get rid of that fucking red light, please. Oh,
Roxanne.
It makes me just hate it. It didn't work with... They tried it with Kane. Remember? They tried it when Kane first showed up. It didn't work then. They tried it with Sin Cara. It didn't work. Everybody hated it. Why do you... The definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over again, expecting a different result.
You know what else it's called, Regal?
What?
Good shit, pal.
No, the Fiend is the Fiend. What? Just turn on the regular fucking lights. God damn it.
Oh, Regal's fired up.
By the way, the Fiend won.
Yeah?
We got a new Universal Champ.
Yeah?
How the fuck are you gonna book that?
Undefeated.
And again, in this match, they basically made him a horror movie character that doesn't die. So my only question is, yeah, you had him win. Okay. Eventually, somebody has to get the belt off him. How the hell are you gonna do that? You gonna light him on fire, blow him up?
Mate, I mean, you joke, but...
I mean, that's what we're gonna have to, because...
That's what happens when you book yourself into a corner.
Yeah, well, I mean, they came up with this character and it got over like wildfire, and then they fucked up, and now they're trying to fix it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, speaking of fixing things, hey, Alex, do you know how to fix a plane?
Actually, yes.
Oh, no, you don't.
I know how to fix a chihuahua.
Somebody in Saudi Arabia needed to know how to fix a plane, but, am I the only one that's really glad they didn't?
I mean, I'm sure the people that were stranded there fearing for their lives.
I mean, they probably didn't like it, but...
They probably took a little issue with it.
You know who I'm going to give all the credit in the world to for last night?
Who?
My boy.
Your boy.
Bruce Pritchard.
Oh, why? He got off the death plane too?
No, he didn't go.
Oh, he didn't go?
Yeah, they can't send the guy, the executive director of the show, that's the 17 hours after a pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. They can't send him to Saudi Arabia and then expect him to be back in time. So
they expected everybody else to be back
in
time.
That's stupid, and never do that again. Whatever, for the love of God. Either tape Smackdown before you go, or go on a Tuesday.
Or just don't have everybody go.
Yeah, or the problem is the Saudis are paying a lot of money. They expect the entire roster.
Yeah.
I.e., why we had another 30-man fucking battle royal on the pre-show.
There's a 30-man battle royal on the pre-show.
Yes, there was. And they had a tag team gauntlet that I swear to God had every tag team in the WWE except for the Usos because they're injured. I was half expecting Demolition and the Twin Towers to show up. But
so was the Crown Prince. That's why they didn't get back on the plane.
So we should talk about this. We have to. I think again. So the official
what?
The official word is that there was a mechanical problem with the plane. Now there are reports that Vince McMahon may have got into a disagreement with one of the Saudi officials, and it's going to cue up every conspiracy theory in the world. Did the Saudis maybe say, oh, okay, well, here, let's show you what can happen. Now...
Then how the fuck did Vince and Hulk and...
Because, of course, Vince had his own plane. Vince had the private WWE jet. Apparently, Lesnar made it to SmackDown because Lesnar and Paul apparently had their own plane.
Wow.
Because and again, the country pays for this kind of thing. Tyson Fury apparently got his own. Tyson Fury and Kane got their own.
Wow.
Type of travel. So this is going to cue up every conspiracy we have, every conspiracy in the world. Here's the thing. Right now, you got to go with it was a mechanical failure, mechanical problem on the aircraft. Okay, Which, I mean, if there legitimately is a mechanical problem on the aircraft, that the last thing we want the aircraft to do is fucking take off.
Right.
So, but because of this, it became very, very quickly, that there's no way these guys are making it back for SmackDown on Friday night.
Yeah.
So, what do?
We are wild and young.
That song was fucking terrible.
I love that song.
No one does.
Oh, tweet at SW Regal 444 and tell him he's a fool.
But so I actually still prefer the Coheed and Cambria. That was the NXT theme when the real NXT started.
I said we are wild and young.
So a lot of people, there was speculation. Of course, it's like, well, the women didn't go.
Right.
I said, my original theory was, can we do an all women's episode of SmackDown?
Like this. We could have got the Nitro Girls. Am I getting my Nitro Girls versus Spirit Squad match Mania weekend?
Dear God, I hope not.
That would be a hell of a match. War Games. Put it in War Games.
Hey, Kim's still looking pretty good. Shay's still looking pretty good. Fire's still looking pretty good. Those are the only three I actually think I know.
Wow.
One of them, Shawn Michaels' wife.
Yeah, so she's around.
Is Booker's wife on the Nitro Girls at this point? Because this is the original crew here. Booker's wife.
I don't know.
Sharma on that one. So
everybody knows it's 1-900-909-9900. Call now. You don't have to.
I know they blur it out.
Blur it out.
This is where to send your videos for the Nitro party. Can you imagine that? CNN Center in 2019 gets a video of a Nitro party.
A cassette tape.
We would totally do that.
Oh God. They'd show it on AEW.
I was gonna say, can we get some AEW party?
Dynamite party.
Look at you. Damn.
Why is she getting interviewed?
Before I talk about SmackDown, we gotta talk about Kimberly Page here, because we're watching. We got Nitro on from September of 1997, and Kim is that is as Roll Tide gets right there.
Oh my God, I hate you so much.
That is all the way live. Here comes my man, DDP in the house. Okay, but we got to talk about it. So SmackDown, I said all women's show. Obviously, people were saying, well, and
women and liberals.
The thing is, they kind of spoiled it, because during the video package for Crown Jewel, it was revealed that NXT was going to be a part of Survivor Series. Yeah. I actually tweeted about this that night. I said, or during the show, I said, because I saw it on Twitter, I said, why would you announce that in a video package? I said, imagine Monday night, the Undisputed Era starts jumping guys. Matt Riddle comes out and beats the
naked.
No. Why would you ever want to see that?
Because his feet are naked.
I mean, his feet are naked. I don't want to see any other part of him naked.
You're rude.
I don't want to see Matt Riddle naked. I don't know what anybody. I'm sure there's some females that probably would, but
or maybe some males too. Why do you got to be homophobic?
Fuck you.
What does gender have to do with wanting?
Oh, shut up! Stop it! God, you're just trolling. Are you just gonna troll this entire episode? Is that what you're here to do?
I happen to know that you've probably seen some naked men in your day.
Well, I do watch adult videos, so yeah. We've talked about it.
That's my point.
We've talked.
Me, on the other hand,
you want me to do that again? You want me to start talking about adult films on this podcast? I can do that.
I don't.
Okay, then stop trolling, you fuck.
So disrespectful.
So, SmackDown, which I did not watch live. I was watching Terminator Dark Fate, which is an excellent movie. You should, if you are a fan, especially if you are a Terminator fan as I am, I think you will love it. It's a great film. Great to see Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger back together.
He's back?
Huh?
He's back?
He's back.
He said he would be.
No, this was a great. It was a really fun movie. So I got a text message and from Doug Ritter, and I was like, oh crap, NXT showed up. Yeah. So I went home, and I actually had to finish Crown Jewel. I wasn't done with Crown Jewel. So I'm gonna finish Crown Jewel.
How did you watch SmackDown?
The Fox Sports app.
Is that free?
No. You have to be subscribed through a cable subscriber to view stuff on it. But I have a way.
So you steal it?
No.
Do you hear that, Fox?
No.
Do you hear that, Ukraine?
No, I don't.
Regal's a thief.
I don't steal it.
He's a thief.
I get some help from a friend.
Wow. You're a criminal.
So.
Do you like Eminem, Regal?
Yes, I love Eminem. He's amazing. So between last night and this morning, I did watch SmackDown, and this is being universally regarded as one of the best episodes of SmackDown. I mean, obviously, the internet is going to be excited because that's where the NXT fan base is at its strongest. But I mean, like I said, they shouldn't have. If they wouldn't have advertised the advertisement,
yeah,
and you filmed this angle,
yeah,
it would have gotten way more buzz.
Well, but they didn't know.
I don't think they knew. But even if you would have done it on Raw or done it on SmackDown without telling people, and I think they were going to do something last night, regardless, with NXT. But I think they accelerated, shifted, and put more emphasis on it because of the lack of roster. The thing about this is, if you don't do that, and you do this angle essentially just the same,
yeah,
you would have created way more buzz to me. They did a great job. Just obviously the opening you had Brock come out, and Brock. So did they essentially switch the titles on which show they're on? Because Brock essentially said he's quitting SmackDown and going to Raw to face Rey Mysterio. Because Bray is a SmackDown guy.
Maybe the Universal title is going to be on SmackDown.
So that's what I'm thinking. That's kind of where I'm at with that. The other big deal is, as they're leaving,
yeah,
you see Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And they're kind of grinning and smiling. And then you had Miz come out for Miz TV. He was talking about he was supposed to take on Bray Wyatt. And then Tommaso Ciampa. Or no, the first match was Bayley and Nikki Cross. And at the end of that match, Shayna Baszler attacks both of them.
Yeah.
Or attacks Bayley and Sasha. And then one of the great touches of this show is they had Aiden English out there to start it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they had Aiden English replaced with Pat McAfee.
Why?
Essentially because the gimmick here was Pat McAfee was the NXT guy.
Is Pat McAfee on NXT?
As far as I know, I think he does pre-shows.
Okay.
Pat McAfee, by the way, on commentary last night on SmackDown was fun. Because Pat McAfee doesn't do WWE corporate. You know what I love about Pat McAfee? He doesn't WWE corporate speak. Pat McAfee talks like a normal human being.
Hell of an actor.
Yeah.
He's convinced Regal that he's a normal human. I don't like Pat McAfee.
See, I love Pat McAfee, so. But then, like I said, you had the women's match. Miz comes out. He's talking about how he was supposed to talk to Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's not there. Talks about noticing that the NXT guys are because before this, Sami Zayn is in the back cutting a promo, kind of tongue cheekly poking fun at NXT, and in walks Keith Lee and Matt Riddle.
Yeah. Are they a tag team now?
It looks like it. At least temporarily, because we'll talk about that in a bit. Because I watched that this morning too. So the gimmick here is that these guys, that Sami says, "Oh, I've got my original NXT T-shirt on." And he opens up his jacket, and it's just a black shirt. He goes, "Oh, it's in my car. I gotta go get it." And Riddle and Keith Lee start following him, and he's like, "You guys don't have to follow me. I'm okay." And then they run into the arena, and then Keith Lee and Matt Riddle basically beat the crap out of Sami Zayn.
Why isn't Sami Zayn in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah. You're trying to. I'm trying not to focus on the bad part of WWE being Saudi Arabia here.
Why?
Well, Sammy can't go because he's Syrian. We all know that. We've discussed it on the show before. We don't need to bring it up again.
Oh, so they'd kill him?
No.
You don't think they would?
Hopefully not, but let's not chance it. They don't like. Let's just say. Here's the thing, and this is what's going to make it really interesting. What we've been told is that if any talent wishes to opt out of going, they have the ability to do that. I got a feeling after last night, a lot of talent are going to want to opt out.
Yeah. What's on your phone, Regal?
Hawkeye football scores.
Thought they had to buy this week.
Football scores. I don't know. Something from ESPN. So, like, Daniel Bryan doesn't go. Kevin Owens doesn't go. Sami Zayn doesn't go. Miz doesn't go.
I can't believe Miz doesn't go.
Yeah, Miz not go. Miz has gone before, so Miz not going this time. Maybe because of his. I wonder if it's because isn't Maurice either pregnant or just had their second child?
Their second child, yeah.
Okay, that would probably explain why. Who else? There were a few other talents that did not make the trip. So Tommaso, he gets getting interrupted by Tommaso. They have a little back and forth promo, and then they have what I would call a nice TV match. And Tommaso gets put over clean.
Nice. That's the kind of guy Miz is, though.
Yeah, and you can tell in this show they are going to make NXT look like a big deal, and I'll kind of get into that once we get to the end. Then we had this one I liked. So it's supposed to be Fire and Desire versus Carmella and Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
Fire and Desire in the ring. Carmella's music hits. Nobody comes out. Cut to the back. And Bianca Belair is just beating the crap out of both of them. Nice. Bianca Belair gorilla presses Dana Brooke like over a box, over like a utility box, all that. So Fire and Desire in the ring. And Rhea Ripley's music hits. And her and Tegan Nox come out. And they proceed to beat the holy living hell out of Fire and Desire, and in a minute and 20 seconds get a win.
Wow.
So again, we're making the women's division look strong. We're making, Matt Riddle, Keith Lee look strong. And then the main event. So there's a promo. Sean and Hunter are in the back. This is I think somewhere earlier in the show, but Sean and Hunter are in the back.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan walks in. Obviously, Daniel Bryan and Hunter and Triple H. The history is between the two. He says, "Hey, it looks like NXT is looking for a fight." Well, guess what? I'm looking for a fight, and he challenges Triple H. And Triple H goes, "Well, I didn't bring my gear, but I know somebody that might." And at this point, here's the best thing. They're face to face, but you can see Sean between them.
Yeah.
And Sean's taking his hoodie off.
Yeah.
So they're teasing for a second that it's going to be Sean.
Yeah.
And then Sean goes, because he's got a tank top, and he goes, "Man, it's cold here." Triple H's like, "Yeah, put your jacket back on. What are you doing?" And he goes, "I got a guy. Hey, champ."
Yeah.
And in walks Adam Cole, baby. And the setup, and Daniel Bryan
Hi,
says,
wife.
Hi.
How'd
Hi,
your blood
Margaret.
donation go?
What?
How'd your blood donation go?
The first time they pricked my finger, I didn't have hemoglobin count high enough, so they had to check the other finger too, so now I have holes in both my fingers.
Oh.
That sounds like fun.
Do you know Regal was here without telling you that he was here?
I heard him.
I figure she's in the office and she's busy.
At this
And
point, I don't even bother.
she's like, "Hey, what's up?" So, Daniel Bryan says, "Let's make this. You want to do it? Let's do it right. Let's make it an NXT title match."
All right.
So NXT title match: Daniel Bryan versus Adam Cole. And the funny thing is, I had actually one of the tweets I sent out was, "I got an idea. Let's just take Daniel Bryan and Johnny Gargano, put him in the ring, and let him go 30."
Yeah.
Well, close enough. We got Daniel Bryan and Johnny Gargano, or Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole, 20 minutes. This match is great.
Yeah.
And then the biggest deal here at the end, amazing closing sequence, and Daniel Bryan puts over Adam Cole clean as a sheet, 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring.
Wow.
So, I mean, this is a huge night. Essentially, the Survivor Series, they're trying to make NXT seem like a bigger deal.
So is this the point where?
And here's one more thing. And here's the thing. This is in the next month. The march to NXT is officially. I mean, it's been official for a while, but it's official now. This is no longer developmental. This is a third brand on even keel with Raw and SmackDown at this point. So here we go, and people forget. It says Takeover Mania weekend. At one point, there was a rumor that it was going to be called Worlds Collide, or is that Royal Rumble?
That's Royal Rumble weekend.
Okay, so they're going to do Royal Rumble. They're still advertising it as Takeover for WrestleMania weekend. They could easily change that. My bold prediction right now.
Yeah.
We're getting NXT matches on WrestleMania.
Could be.
If they really want to put eyes on Takeover, obviously Survivor Series I think is the perfect time to do this, because after the match you have Triple H. They bring out everybody from the NXT roster that's at the show, and Triple H cuts the promo and basically says, "Hey, it seems like this promo somebody kind of called us out and talks about building his army, and he's being Papa Trips promo, and says, we are NXT. This is if you're looking for a fight, you got one. Yeah. So, I mean, this is probably the most compelling episode of SmackDown, and SmackDown did a pretty big number last night in the ratings wise. I don't remember the exact number, but the Fox Sports 1 weekend is completely forgotten now because they actually maintained or slightly went up.
So this is what I'm going to throw out there. Do you think people will see this as a testament to this is the kind of wrestling show people want to see?
I hope so. I think this is the kind of. I mean, this show seemed to be universal up. Now, again, that's on social media. I have seen reports that there were some pockets in the arena where there were people going, "Who are these guys?"
Yeah.
There is a section of WWE audience that hasn't watched NXT. Now, if you're going to try to convert those people into watching NXT, again, Survivor Series is the perfect time to do it. And the thing is, by doing this,
yeah,
what else can you do now?
Have Raw and SmackDown people show up on NXT?
Bingo! Wednesday night, I guarantee you, somebody, I don't know who yet, but somebody Wednesday night is showing up on NXT.
This is still the minor leagues, pal. I'm on Monday Night Raw.
You think it could be Seth Rollins, but could we get Daniel Bryan?
Maybe.
So
I don't think we can get anybody, but WWE can do whatever they want.
So here's the thing, and this is interesting. You know what a great episode of SmackDown made me do?
What?
And the fact that, keep in mind, that NXT now has an offshoot show that runs after SmackDown. For the first time in like a month, I watched 205 Live.
Yeah.
Which, again, absolutely amazing. They didn't really... They talked about it because Shane Strickland was one of the guys in the NXT Army, and he was in the opening match against Arya Daivari in a really good match.
Yeah.
Jack Gallagher faced Raul Mendoza. Or not Raul Mendoza. Jack Gallagher beat, I think, an enhancement guy. And then the main event was Lio Rush versus Raul Mendoza.
Good?
Really, really, really good match.
Yeah.
205 Live, bell to bell. I mean, if you want to watch good wrestling, that's a great place to do it.
Oh, yeah.
So then I finally sat down and watched Wednesday night's NXT.
Yeah.
Alex?
What?
I know we're recording this for a podcast, but you may want to record this with your phone to play for someone later on.
Yeah.
This is the first week where NXT was better than AEW.
Okay.
wrestling-wise and promos, story, this is the first week, and I think it helps that I do take... if I watch them back-to-back, I don't know I'd feel this way.
Sure.
I kind of be a little more clear-headed when I take a break between the two.
Yeah.
This is the first week where I can honestly say I think that NXT put on a better show than AEW.
Wow.
Great show, great angles. They had the blogger Poppy.
What?
The girl that does she's done songs for NXT before. Poppy. She does Io Shirai's music.
Okay.
They open up. They have her on stage playing like her new. I'm assuming like her new song or whatever. I think it might be the theme for the next takeover, and then they basically bridge that into Io's theme.
Okay.
So they have Poppy literally singing and walking Io to the ring, and they're doing the whole thing and the strobe lights and convulsions and all that, and it creates a really cool visual for Io. Brings out Candice LeRae. Great match between these two. A really good match between, and I'm trying to remember everything. And I just
Gosh, dude. Sorry to sidetrack, but we've got Nitro in the background. How fucking good is William Regal? He's getting a great match out of Alex Wright.
Dude, going back to 97 and watching, people forget how good fucking Alex Wright is. Alex Wright
Why does Alex Wright always get a bad rap as being a bad worker?
I don't think he was a bad... Because he was young. He was green when he first started. Also, he has that stigma of... he was Jim Barnett's boy. Oh my God.
That was cool as fuck what he just did.
Yeah, I know. No, Alex Wright, especially as he got further along, became a hell of a worker.
I think the Berlin gimmick sucked.
Oh, well, that's the worst thing they did was try to do the Berlin gimmick.
If they would have just let him keep being Das Wunderkind.
And keep in mind, he goes, was it a brain? Was it an aneurysm or a tumor or something?
I don't know.
He had some crazy injury that kept him out for so long. But, so, it was Io Kiss. Then we had Bronson Reed and Shane Thorne. If there's one low spot on the show, this is it. I like Bronson Reed. I do not care about Shane Thorne as a singles guy.
Yeah.
He's just really vanilla to me.
Yeah.
But the match was decent. Then we get to the Kabuki Warriors versus Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox. They do a video package building up the Kabuki Warriors, but before this match, to a Baby Metal song, and I said they need to pony up the money for Baby Metal. It's a theme they've used for a pay-per-view. It's like, just pony up the money, get like a Baby Metal song for these two as an entrance. The bridged Kairi Sane Asuka music it doesn't work, especially now because Kairi's gone full Kabuki Warrior and isn't doing the pirate gimmick anymore.
Yeah.
So get him new theme music. Other than
Are they heels now?
Yes, because Asuka's gone full Great Kabuki.
Okay.
With the green mist.
Gotcha.
The match here ends when she hits or she hits Dakota with it.
Is that a DQ?
No, because the ref didn't see it.
Oh.
But really, really great match. And then this leads into a segment that I absolutely love. So Dakota and Tegan are in the ring. They're trying to wash the green mist out of the eyes of Dakota. Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, Marina Shafir come out. They start like they're going to do a beatdown. Rhea Ripley comes out. Io Shirai attacks her. Candice comes out. So you've got Bianca Belair's out that comes running out. All these women are fighting. The crowd's chanting for it. William Regal all of a sudden shows up on the crow's nest thing, which they need to have more people use that damn crow's nest for promos.
What's a crow's nest?
They have a crow's nest now that like overlooks the entire arena that they'll use for like the show intro.
Oh, okay.
And they've had a few promos from it. It's like it's one thing. It's this cool thing that NXT has that nobody else has. Like use that more often for some promos and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So William Regal comes out there and it's the thing. He doesn't have to walk out onto the stage like every other cookie cutter wrestling show.
Yeah.
He comes out onto this crow's nest, and the fans are already cheering for it. You know what's coming. He announces, for the first time ever, we're going to have a female War Games match at TakeOver War Games. The crowd goes insane. You've got the 4 babyface women in the ring. You've got the 5 on the floor. Obviously, the babyfaces are going to have to find a fifth partner.
Wait, Who are they? There's like 6 women involved.
So it's the horsewomen,
Yeah.
Bianca and Io, versus Tegan, Dakota, Rhea, and Candice. There's 9
What
women.
about Asuka and...
They were gone. They left.
Oh.
After they won the match, they were gone.
See, I thought they were going to do the 3-way gimmick again and do Asuka, Io, and...
No, because they officially announced on social media that Rhea and Shayna are team captains.
Okay.
So there's only 2 teams.
Good. I like that.
I have a theory.
Yeah?
The fifth female on the babyface team is going to be a legend.
Okay.
I think it's going to be. I said Trish or Lita, or I said, what if the heel team comes out next week and gets into it with somebody at the commentary table?
Oh, Beth?
What if it's Beth Phoenix?
That'd be good.
There's a lot of routes you can go with that, but I think to add some pump to that, I think it would be cool if the 5th person was like a legend.
Yeah. What if it's Aaliyah?
No Aaliyah, no Vanessa Bourne. Who else is shitty? No Reina Gonzalez. There's still some girls that definitely need more time in the PC.
Yeah.
That occasionally get used on NXT. Next match, Cameron Grimes and Tyler Bate. Did you see where this got built up? Where they had Cameron Grimes facing I can't remember who it was last week, and Tyler Bate was out. Oh, Matt Riddle, and Tyler Bate was out there ringside just watching the show. And then after the match, Cameron gets in Tyler Bates' face. He does the bop and bang gimmick and knocks out Cameron Grimes to set this match. This was a really fun match. The end of the match, Killian Dane comes out, distracts Tyler Bate. Grimes hits the double foot stomp gimmick, gets a pin, and then Dane attacks Tyler Bate and then screams at him that basically it's Bate sending a message out to Pete Dunne, or Killian Dane sending a message to Pete Dunne. Excellently well done angle. In the main event, Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish versus Keith Lee and Matt Riddle. Great match. I rated this 3 3/4 stars. Just super old school, new school. I always say new school athleticism meets old school psychology tag match. You know, there were 2 tag match main events on these shows.
Yeah.
Again, interesting, right?
Yeah.
And I've always said wrestling can be more than one thing. I actually texted Gary Freeland during the title match on AEW.
Yeah.
And saying, Jesus Christ, is anybody gonna make a fucking tag? It's like every match in AEW is Lucha Rules. Make a fucking tag. It's not hard. Again, folks, I'm saying something negative about AEW. It does fucking happen. How many pieces of candy have you ate while we're doing this podcast, by the way?
I have no control when it comes to sweets.
Apparently so. Toss me some peanut M&Ms. So
Raven.
Yeah, Raven's in the crowd. This is in that point where Raven's just now joining WCW and he's sitting in the crowd by himself. He doesn't have a flock yet.
They're still on their way.
So this match, it's old school psychology. There's tags. Babyface gets a shine. Heels get the heat on Riddle. Riddle goes to make a tag to Keith Lee. Bobby Fish comes over, hits the high kick into Keith Lee's ankle to knock Keith Lee off the apron so that there's nobody for Matt to tag. A few more, a little bit more heat. Boom, boom. Matt hits a move. Kyle tags Bobby. Matt Riddle from like halfway across the ring. Huge dive to the corner, tags Keith Lee, and what happens? The crowd fucking pops! The crowd pops because there's a hot tag! It's called a hot tag for a fucking reason! Make a fucking tag in a match, holy shit!
Basic psychology 101.
Exactly. I love AEW, but fuck. You say you got the best tag team in the world, tag team division in the world, but every match is a fucking Texas Tornado tag match. What the fuck's the point?
You souring on AEW? Regal?
No, I'm not. I love AEW. Fuck, I love AEW. They're fucking amazing. But fuck, this is something somebody pointed out to me that I tried to look at it objectively and realized that at least on this aspect, the other person might have been fucking right. So
I think we can get this for SCW.
I mean, I wouldn't be complaining. If you can't figure it out, it's more Nitro Girls.
I don't want the Nitro Girls in SCW. I want more women's wrestling.
Yeah, we need more women's wrestling in the SCW.
Not just SCW, in all professional wrestling. More women, better women's division.
But, so, these guys go, obviously, Undisputed Era is going to run in. We all know that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But they run in, they take out Keith Lee. Bobby and Kyle hit... I'll always call it the total elimination. They hit the move on Matt Riddle, pin him 1, 2, 3. They're beating him down. Here comes Tommaso. They run him out. They knock out the Undisputed Era. Interesting. No Tony. This might have been when Tony was having his neck surgery. So the cool thing is, obviously the baby faces get the advantage. The other Undisputed Era is on the outside. Keith Lee gorilla presses Bobby Fish, does the gimmick where he throws him, gorilla presses him over the top rope onto the other team. The Goldie, the NXT title is sitting in the corner. Tommaso goes like he's gonna grab it. He goes to reach down to pick it up, and he grabs the mic and says, "Goldie, you're gonna have to wait a little bit." And he looks at the Undisputed Era. Because Daddy's going to war. So we're getting 2 War Games matches. We're getting the women's match, and then I'm assuming we're getting the Undisputed Era versus the 3 that were in the ring and Johnny Gargano.
What about Finn Balor? Is there any follow-up with his heel turn?
Oh God, I've completely skipped over that because I was still talking about matches. Finn came out and cut this amazing heel promo. Even going as far as saying that, it's funny. There's something to the effect of there's a lot of fans in there's a lot of guys in the locker room that should just be fans. Basically saying that the guys are marks for him. Hey, look at this fucking guy.
Hey, it's Dancing Stevie Richards
wearing a cut off striper shirt. Holy shit. I wish he would have stayed in WCW longer. I think they could have done something with him here.
Yeah. All right.
Because he's only here for like another month, I think.
Is that it?
So basically, like I said, this episode for NXT, I think, is the first episode where I could say I thought it was better. AEW this week was good. And I'm not gonna go through the whole AEW show. I liked the Jericho. I liked the Cody stuff. With Tony in the limo. Tony Schiavone is doing an amazing job. Like, better than I think even I thought he would do. He's been one of the MVPs of the show.
Yeah.
I really liked the women's match.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan of Hikaru Shida. I think she's the most talented of all the Joshi girls they brought in. I think she's better than Riho. I did not get the Kenny Omega ring entrance gimmick.
It was an anime.
No, it's a video game. It's an independent It's an independent video. It was once I looked it up, I remember. And of course, I'm brain farting on the name right now. It was an independent video game. It's like it's supposed to be like a retro RPG game. It was an independent game. It was one of the biggest. It's one of the most successful independent video games of all time. My problem with that is your casual audience doesn't know it, and they're looking and going, "What the fuck are they doing?"
That's what they do every time Kenny Omega gets in the ring.
I thought the Rick and Morty tie-in the entrance was funny. The tag match with best friends dressed as Rick and Morty, I thought was the drizzle and shits. Except for Orange Cassidy, because Orange Cassidy is amazing. I really liked the contract signing. I liked the main event tag match, but again, could have been better if you can have those guys do what they do, but you can have them do it in the traditional sense of a tag match.
That's like every Lucha Brothers or Young Buck match, though, isn't it? They always
maybe I'm just now noticing it, but
I feel like that's a lot, especially Lucha Bros and Young Bucks.
I mean,
to an extent,
Lucha Bros. I mean, it is in their name, so I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I still love AEW. I still think it's the best. I still think it's the best wrestling show on TV. But this week, I would have to say I'd give a slight nod to NXT.
It's just a thing where, like, first of all, if every tag match is going to be Lucha rules, that's not good psychology.
No, it's not.
There's a lot more psychology you can do with a regular tag match than you can't do with Lucha. And B, take the time to explain that to your audience. That's the thing, is they change rules, and so, if WWE changed the rules to a match or had a new match type, and they did this in WCW too, War Games. I'll sit back and watch a bunch of War Games every year, and every time they spend 2 to 3 minutes explaining the rules to War Games, in case you've never seen them before. Every year at the Royal Rumble, they take 2 to 3 minutes explaining the rules to the Royal Rumble. Every week on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Main Event, Superstars, 205 Live, Afterburn, Velocity, Metal, Jacked, they spend 3 minutes in a promo explaining the rules of the Royal Rumble. If you're gonna change your rules,
you forgot Shotgun Confidential and Livewire.
I did forget Shotgun Confidential and Livewire. I also forgot Wrestling Challenge,
Access.
Excess.
It's crazy that Excess became a thing because that was supposed to be WCW.
Yeah. No, that was Confidential, wasn't it?
No, Excess was what was supposed to be WCW.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if they would have? What if they would have kept WCW around?
I still, unfortunately, Buff Bagwell and Booker T had to go out there and shit the bed. So.
But what if they would have just taken the time to get ready to present it as its own brand?
I don't think much changes, honestly.
Okay.
All
right. What if it would have been like? What if Excess would have been, or WCW would have been to Shane what NXT was to Triple H?
And people forget, WWE essentially did try that a few years later. That's what the new ECW was.
Yeah.
The New Talent Initiative and all that.
The No Talent Initiative?
I mean, I got to see a Gavin Spears match at the iWireless Center, so.
Ooh.
And a Ryan Braddock match.
I think I saw those too.
Alright,
anyways.
is this the start of the Raven feud? Because this feud goes to like Spring Stampede. Oh, that's where he slaps shit out of Stevie, yeah.
Alright. Follow me on Twitter at OneRealSmartAlex.
Wait, I don't.
Oh my god, dude! Yes, I want. Yeah, we don't. What else are we gonna talk about?
I think
it's 1:30. I gotta get ready. I want to leave in a half hour.
We're forgetting something. Oh, you got any thoughts on MLW tonight?
No, none. I think I know one match. I haven't watched it. I don't have time to watch wrestling. I don't.
I feel like that's a shot at me.
It's not. I just don't have time. I'm fucking busy. I got Fall Fest Monday and Tuesday night.
Yes, you're very busy. I know. You work very hard.
I work 2 jobs, lots of hours.
I work 1.
Yeah.
I work very hard at it, but I do work 1.
Yeah, every time I'm there, you're making sure the counter doesn't start to float.
You are lying out. You are lying through your goddamn beard right now.
This is not what I ordered.
I'm sorry.
Fuck. Not what I ordered at all.
But no, folks. Hopefully, you'll see us in Dubuque. The bad thing is we can't preview next week either because we don't know what's going to happen yet.
JT Energy and Jossie is street fight.
Yeah, we know JT Energy and Jossie in an Iowa City street fight because next week we're going to be at this coming Saturday night. By the time you hear this, we will be at the Wildwood Smokehouse and Saloon in Iowa City. Hopefully, I will not be in a bad way this time.
Maybe it was food poisoning.
I legitimately think it was. It had to be because as fast as it was, as heavy as it when it's as heavy as it was, and then it clears up equally as fast.
But that was from where you ate dinner the night before.
That was from dinner the night before. It was not. It was not because it could have even been 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Food poisoning can gesticulate in your system.
The Dungeon of Doom.
No, that's the Museum of Human Oddities or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mortis and Wrath and James Vandenberg. I love James Vandenberg, by the way.
Yeah.
Follow
me.
Yeah. So hopefully we saw you in Dubuque. It was a great show. Hopefully we will see you this Saturday night in Iowa City as we.
And that's how you know we're corporate shills, because we haven't seen the show and we're telling you it was a great show. It could have sucked, and we wouldn't tell you.
And as we wrap up the Fall Face Buster tour. Follow me on Twitter at SCBRegal444. Follow Alex at OneRealSmartAlex. Follow the SlamFemWREST at OffTheChestTR. We will see you
we have too many
next
fucking
week. Go watch wrestling. There's a lot of it.
I don't have time. You want to go another 3.5 minutes or at an hour?
That's fine.
Okay.